I've been down here the last couple of days and have been doing pretty well. There's a pod of trout stacked up under this ridge, and I was using my 10-car rod. Today I'm going to use a standard fly rod which has a reel and see if I can reach parts that I haven't been able to get to before. I bet I've caught 35 fish here in the last 2 days, but pretty much just catch them till I'm tired of it and going home. But we'll see how I do today. Every day's a new day. The rod I'm fishing today is a very long one. Normally I shoot fish rods about 7.5 feet, but there's nothing that helps you in nymphing more than reach. You can see that I've got a fly line on there to an orange leader, which lets me keep track of where the line is. And then right here at the very end, I have this little yellow piece of old fly line stuck on there that lets me know where the fly is, because the fly is so tiny you can't see it. That these are tiny flies. This one is the one I was catching them on so many the other day. This is what I just tried. Nobody interested. So I'm going to put this one back on and see how I do. So here we go. How they can tell those apart floating down the river, I'll never know, but they do. Just that difference in the fly. How they can tell them apart, I don't know, but they can. They want a black one with a little bit of red right now. Got another one. This one feels a little bigger. The fly I'm using is the nymphal form of a little teeny fly called a midge. And that's what they're looking for. Technically, I'm told the largest biomass in the river are midges. See, and you watch that orange line and that little tiny yellow indicator, and if it stops, one's got it in his mouth. Most people, when you're nymphing, miss most of the fish taking the flies because they use a floating indicator which moves faster than the water underneath, and it drags the fly underneath. That's a nice fish. What you do is keep your rod tip slightly downstream of where the fly is so that you can feel it if somebody picks it up. Here we go. This is a busy one. But when they're stacked up in here, they are pretty easy pickings if you're using the right fly. Because if you give them something they expect to see in a way they expect to see it presented, they will eat it. It's not they might, they will. Alrighty. Keeping this at about a 45 degree into the water. There we go. Pretty fat fish here. Nice rainbow. I think these are ones I might have just put in the river. That's a handsome trout. Oh no, I took my fly. I was going to change anyway to see if anything else interests them. I think I have another one just like that. Hope I do, so I can match it at this store. Oh, here's one. That's what they've been hidden. Black, silver ribbing, touch of red with a bead head to sink it. And the rest of these are probably too big. I'm going to save that one, although I know I could catch a bunch of fish on it. I'm going to see what I got here that looks close. That one looks like the best choice. Touch of red, ribs with wire. Hopefully it'll sink well enough. Well, I hooked one with that other fly. Took me far more casts than the other one has. I'm not going to use that other one. It's the last one I have, and I want to be able to take it to the fly shop. Catching fish with this fly, but it's not as good as the last one. Another nice fish. Learning the nymph without a strike indicator that's floating on the surface makes you a much better fisherman. But it's been another great day on the river. Like living on the Almas, like living in Durango. Colorado's a great place to be. But there's snow and ice here if you don't like that. But I like it a lot.